You see, my brother, you make it sound as if the Supreme Court decision, and the provisions of the Constitution are beyond contestation. I've heard many prominent lawyers, I'm not one, who have spoken on this judgment, and they've made very interesting points. I mean, Randy, your friend, Kuku Azan, for example, has raised the issue of consistency, judicial consistency, and so on. I've heard the former Chief Justice make the point that our judiciary is becoming too predictable. What does that mean? What is it that makes our judiciary too predictable? That's a matter that we can interrogate. I've heard Mr. Chachwichikata say, for example, that the crisis in our judiciary is far deeper than the crisis, in the economy and so on. What a deep statement. But you have just made the point that the provisions of the Constitution are very clear, and that what Article GH of 97 seeks to do has nothing to do with the current Parliament. And I don't know how anybody can come to current Parliament. That is about the future Parliament and not this Parliament.
I said the notice of poll that the Honourable Bagbin referenced is a notice of poll for a future Parliament. That's the 9th Parliament.
But that's the same thing.
No, he said it has nothing to do with the current Parliament.
Yes. That the members of the current Parliament is not in question.
That's what it means.
So the notice of poll.
That's what it means.
Okay, no, what I mean is, I reference the notice of poll, but he's talking about
the decision taken.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
So it's the same thing.
So it's not the decision on the current, the decision is on the action.
Okay. So, in my hands is the 1993
I'm also reading the same. I also have the same thing. No, it's the same thing I'm looking at here. I'm reading the same thing.
Okay. And Article 97 says that a member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament. Clear. A member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament. Vacate. Shall. It doesn't say the next Parliament.
Go ahead.
The seat in Parliament now.
Are we back to this conversation? I think we've passed this point.
If he resigns from office as a member of Parliament by writing under his hand addressed to the Speaker, or if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to Parliament to join another party, or seeks to remain in Parliament as an independent member. If he was elected a member of Parliament as an independent candidate and joins a political party. It's so clear. In fact, it does not require the Speaker to declare the seat vacant. That member of Parliament, himself or herself, has to immediately vacate the seat in Parliament.
If he does what?
Oh, you didn't hear me.
No, I want you to repeat the actions. One, if
he resigns from office as a member of Parliament by writing under his hand address.
Has any of them resigned?
Hold on.
So number 2.
If he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to Parliament to join another party, or seeks to remain in Parliament.
So point 2.
As an independent
if he
member.
leaves, has any of them notified their parties that we are no longer members of the party today?
Do they need to notify anybody?
I'm a party member. I have a party card which is in my wallet now as I speak to you.
Hold on.
There are conditions that are given for me to be a member of the MPP and recognized as a member of the MPP. So if tomorrow I am no longer a member of the MPP, but I still hold their card, I am still carrying myself as MPP. MPP has not come to say this guy, like the guy who went to Kumasi and was saying they will import lion and elephant or something for 24-hour economy.
Who's that?
some Pudong guy or some guy was in Kumasi. They call him Dr. Pudong. The last time I was telling Phyllis on the show.
What has he done?
He said the 24-hour economy means that they are going to import lions and elephants and come and grow them. Right?
No, how is it related?
The point is, that guy immediately, Sami issued a statement. The NDC issued a statement that the guy is not speaking for us. That tells everybody that this guy don't attach NDC to him henceforth or hitherto or whatever. What Kwesi is saying is, today, if the people are saying we are look, I thought we are no longer going back there because we've passed there. Whether he left or he has joined another party, I don't know if anybody has joined another party or he wants to go into the next election as an independent. What I am saying is, it is not his fault that the EC calendar has overlapped and it is entering into the current parliament, the 8th parliament. This is my opinion. That's why I keep saying, Doc knows my position on this.
Allow me to also express mine.
No, no, but the question you asked, I'm answering the question you asked. There is a futuristic thing. You say no. Okay, then if then that's fine. That's fine for me.
Okay.
That's fine. Because this is not something I even thought I was going to go back to again.
Now, the point is that you are a member of a political party. Your membership implies that you accept the vision of the party, you accept its constitution, you pledge to uphold the constitution of the party. That's what makes you a member of a political party. So if you're a member of the NPP, it is implied that you accept the constitution of the party, you intend to uphold the constitution of the party and so on. And the constitution states explicitly that if you contest against another NPP candidate, you lose your membership automatically. So how can you be a member of the NPP, contest against an NPP candidate, and still say that you are a member of the party, and which would imply that you are upholding what is in the party constitution? How is that possible? So that's very clear. The constitution of the party is very clear that those who contest against NPP candidates are no longer members of the party. That's clear. That's not a matter for argument. It's very clear. You understand? Now, so very clearly, those who are contesting against NPP candidates are no longer members of the NPP. That's not in doubt at all. Then there's the issue about this parliament and the next parliament. Okay. Now, obviously, those who contested and won elections to go into parliament as NPP candidates, the constituents who voted for them, one, because they are NPP candidates, because it is assumed that they will go into parliament and implement the manifesto agenda of the NPP and so on. Now that they are in conflict with that, how is that mandate still valid? How is that mandate still valid? You know, you guys, sometimes,
Uncle Kwesi,
I just wonder. I just wonder. I just sit back and say, where is this argument coming from? What are you up to? It's so very clear. So for the people who voted, for example, for Cynthia Morrison,
to be in the 8th parliament,
to go to parliament,
for the 8th parliament,
forget 8th, 10th, and 20th. Forget that. They voted for Cynthia Morrison to go to parliament.
Represent them.
They voted for Cynthia Morrison to go to parliament and implement the NDC's agenda and make sure that the NDC, the NPP manifesto is implemented and so on. Now that she's going as an independent candidate, now that she has fallen out with the NPP, now that she's no longer an NPP member, is that mandate not abused? That mandate, is it still there?
For me, yes, that's why.
How is it that when she says that she's no longer MPP?
She said I am MPP, but next 2025, I won't be MPP. It's simple, as simple as that. She is saying so. You are not.
What does
You
your
don't hold the
Constitution say?
mandate. She
My
is.
friend, what does your constitution say?
Our
That you
constitution.
lose your membership automatically.
Kwesi,
Is that not what your constitution
this is
says?
the reason why I keep saying on this show and any other show that your understanding of that constitutional provision is different. I am still there. My position hasn't changed. It won't change.
All right.
So let's not belabor it.
Let's
My position won't change. Your position won't change.
Let's take
The
it.
person who can change our position,
But actually,
the case is in his
actually,
hands.
Mr. Yangi,
The